audible and the screen is visible. So let us start seeing or rather learning. Okay. So what you see in front of you ना बेटा, आपके सामने जो आपको दिख रहा है, 3 states of matter है, ठीक है? Matter is anything which is occupying space. Matter is anything which occupies space, which has volume, which can be felt, which is made up of atoms, which is made up of particles. Now these atoms, molecules or particles, they are held together by different forces. Okay, they are held together by different forces. Now these forces in depth we had studied in the last lecture. ठीक है, एक जो introductory lecture हुआ था थोड़ा सा हमने इसके बारे में देखा था. What we need to focus on over here is that this basic thing we have been learning since our junior classes 9 10 8 9 10 से हम लोग पढ़ते हुए आ रहे हैं that we have solid, liquid and gases. In solid, particles are only bonded to each other. And liquids, just hold on, I'll just now when I talk about the motion of the particles, when I talk about the motion of the atoms, molecules or ions, whatever my matter is made up of, when I talk about free motion, that free motion is maximum in gaseous elements, in gaseous compounds, right? It is less in liquid and it is the least in solid. तो gases में सबसे ज्यादा होता है, liquid में gases से कम होता है पर solid से ज्यादा होता है. I'm talking about the movement of the atoms or particles. Particles या atoms का movement का बात कर रहे हैं, ठीक है? और solid में तो they are just vibrating about their mean position because they are tightly packed with each other. वो इतना packed होता है कि वो बस अपने mean position के around vibrate कर सकता है. So so the strength of intermolecular forces is maximum in solid, then it is weak in liquids, and it is the least or the weakest in gases. Okay, thermal energy is again maximum in gaseous molecules, then liquid, and then our solids. Okay, so this is something which we have learned, which we have seen since childhood. Okay. So, abhi there are different types of energy. Atoms, translational energy hai, rotational energy hai, vibrational energy hai. What do I mean by translational energy? Translation is moving, rotation is rotating, and vibration is vibrating from its mean position. जैसे हमने अभी देखा स्क्रीन के ऊपर, ठीक है? So the sum of all these energies is the thermal energy of the molecule, substance, atom or ion. ठीक है? So this thermal energy is the measure of the average kinetic energy, and this average kinetic energy is directly proportional to the temperature. Beta, average kinetic energy, we all know kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is possessed by a body because of its motion. It is the energy possessed by the body due to its motion. Okay, now this motion can be translational, this can be rotational, this can be vibrational. Translational बोले तो fluidity, जब particles actually move कर रहा है from one end to the other end. Rotational बोले तो वो molecules या atoms या ions एक ही जगह पे अपने axis के around rotate कर रहा है, घूम रहा है गोल गोल. और vibrational मतलब वो move नहीं कर पा रहा है but तड़प रहा है, मतलब it's vibrating. I hope everyone knows what is vibration, right? So the sum of all these energy, the average rather of all these energies is your kinetic energy of that particular molecule or substance. Okay, and this average kinetic energy is directly proportional to the temperature. What do we mean by directly proportional? Direct proportion means what? If I increase one quantity, दूसरा quantity भी बढ़ेगा, और अगर मैं एक quantity को कम करेगा तो दूसरा भी कम होएगा. तो अगर मैंने टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज किया तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी बढ़ेगा, काइनेटिक एनर्जी बढ़ेगा मतलब मोशन ऑफ पार्टिकल्स बढ़ेगा. ये मोशन ऑफ पार्टिकल्स बढ़ेगा तो स्टेट चेंज होगा उसका, मतलब अगर मैं किसी सॉलिड स्टेट को, किसी सॉलिड सब्सटेंस को हीट दूंगा तो उसका क्या बोलते हैं, काइनेटिक एनर्जी बढ़ेगा. हीट दिया मतलब उसका टेम्परेचर बढ़ा रहा हूं मैं, राइट. आई एम इंक्रीजिंग द टेम्परेचर ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर substance, which by in because as per this law I'm increasing its kinetic energy. I'm increasing its kinetic energy means I'm increasing the motion of the particles. That means my solid is getting converted to liquid. If I further keep on increasing the temperature, this liquid is going to turn into gaseous molecules. ऐसा, ठीक है. So average kinetic energy is directly proportional to temperature. अभी टेम्परेचर बढ़ाया तो एनर्जी बढ़ रही, मतलब अगर टेम्परेचर कम किया तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी कम भी होगी. तो अगर मैं गैसेस को कूल करेगा, उसमें से टेम्परेचर निकलेगा, तो इट विल टर्न टू लिक्विड एंड लिक्विड विल टर्न टू सॉलिड इफ आई कीप ऑन रिमूविंग द टेम्परेचर. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल, राइट. अगर एक क्वालिटी को बढ़ाया तो दूसरा फैक्टर भी बढ़ेगा, और अगर एक फैक्टर को कम किया तो दूसरा फैक्टर भी ऑटोमेटिकली कम होगा. Simple as that. Okay. So this is what is happening. Now, this is intermolecular forces. Okay. Intermolecular forces are the forces which are trying to get the atoms or molecules close to each other. Intermolecular, दो molecules के बीच में, ठीक है. Intermolecular या फिर दो molecules के बीच में. यहाँ पे हमारे पास A है और B है. A और B के बीच में जो इंटरएक्टिव फोर्स होगा, the force which is trying to bring A and B together is your intermolecular force. Inter means in between, molecule. A एक molecule है, B एक molecule है. हमने ऐसा assume किया है. Okay, that is your intermolecular forces. Okay. So now this is coming to it. Intermolecular forces force them to come each other. But the thermal energy content, if I apply thermal energy, it will act opposite to the intermolecular forces. It will make the molecules move away from each other. That way. So these forces are actually responsible for the physical state of the matter. Now this is what we just ये हमने अभी जस्ट थोड़ी देर पहले देखा था, गैस, लिक्विड और सॉलिड. If I cool my gas, if I compress my gas, it will turn to liquid. If I further cool the liquid, it will convert to solid. On the contrary, if I heat the solid, it will convert to liquid, and if I heat the liquid, it will convert to gas. It will convert to the gaseous state. Heat or reduce the pressure. Pressure बोले तो ये जो नीचे हो रहा है पिस्टन, ठीक है. So this intermolecular forces and thermal energy, all these both things are, these two properties are deciding the state of the matter. They are deciding the physical state of the matter, कि वो solid रहेगा, कि liquid रहेगा, कि gaseous बनेगा, ऐसा, ठीक है. अभी intermolecular forces are the weakest in your gases, as you can see, ठीक है, and thermal energy is the highest. Simple. Now if I decrease the thermal energy over here, ठीक है, they will convert to liquid. Simple as that. Motion भी कम होगा. तो गैस को लिक्विड किया मतलब गैस के ऊपर प्रेशर इंक्रीज कर दो या फिर उसका थर्मल एनर्जी कम कर दो, लाइक इट वाज सीन ओवर देयर, ठीक है. ओके, सो फार सो गुड गाइस. अभी तक जो हम लोग कर रहे हैं समझ में आ रहा? Everyone? It was just a revision of what we have done in our 9th and 10th standard. Nothing new, no new concept has been taught to you till now. All what we have done in our lower standards, that is what we were discussing. You guys are awake, right? You all are listening and you all are viewing the screen, right? Can I get a response? Okay, very good. Chalo, good. People are not sleeping, they are awake. And it's easy. We are just revising. Even if in such easy things or anything you have any doubt, you are please free to ask me. Okay. So assuming that everybody is understanding, let us take this ahead. Okay. Now this beautiful thing in front of you is your periodic table. ठीक है, अपना periodic table में we have S block, P block, T block and F block elements. ठीक है, in entire 11th and 12th standard we are going to study this entire periodic table. इसके जितने भी important elements हैं उनसे बने हुए important compounds जो हैं वो सब हम detail में पढ़ेंगे, उनके reactions पढ़ेंगे, उनका properties पढ़ेंगे, वो properties में trend क्या है, उसके अंदर exceptions क्या है, क्यों है, everything we are going to study in detail. Okay, so S block में generally we have metals, D block all are metals, P block all are non-metals, right? तो ऐसा कर we are going to see. So if you see your क्या बोलते हैं periodic table, out of all these 118 elements, इतना huge periodic table है, पहले तो बहुत कम था, अभी तो 118 हो गया है. Out of these 118 elements, only these highlighted 11 elements are naturally present in the gaseous state. मतलब 118 में से सिर्फ 11 ही एलिमेंट्स अपना गैसियस स्टेट में प्रेजेंट है, राइट? ये सब एलिमेंट्स को हम लोग पढ़ने वाले हैं, बोथ सॉलिड, लिक्विड, गैस, जो भी है सब पढ़ेंगे. बट दिस लेसन और दिस टाइम वी आर गोइंग टू बी फोकसिंग ऑन आवर क्या बोलते हैं गैसियस स्टेट. ठीक है, दिस हाइड्रोजन, नाइट्रोजन, ऑक्सीजन, फ्लोरीन, क्लोरीन, हीलियम, नियॉन, आर्गन, क्रिप्टॉन, जेनॉन, रेडॉन. ठीक है, I am so sorry. I think I pressed something. It went back. Hold on. So now, guys. Okay. I hope this is visible. So now we need to understand one thing, that gaseous state is the simplest form of the matter. Simplest form. It is very easy to study the properties in gaseous state. ठीक है, ऐसा डिस्टेंस पे एटम्स, मॉलिक्यूल्स, आयंस रहता है, उनको हम लोग इंडिविजुअली भी पढ़ सकते हैं. ठीक है, इट्स वेरी इजी. कोई भी कंटेनर में रखो, उसका वॉल्यूम वो ऑक्यूपाई कर लेते हैं. ठीक है, कोई भी शेप में डालो, वो शेप में वो डल जाते हैं. सो द सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म. कुछ नखरे नहीं होते गैसियस स्टेट में. हाँ भाई, जहां बिठा दोगे वहां बैठ जाएगा. बैठा दोगे मतलब यू कैन नॉट मेक इट सिट, बट जिस कंटेनर में डालोगे वो कंटेनर का शेप ले लेगा. अगर कंटेनर से निकाल के रूम में डालोगे तो पूरे रूम को ऑक्यूपाई कर लेगा, एंड सो ऑन. ठीक है, सो वेरी सिंपल, वेरी इजी गोइंग. एंड उनका केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज डिफरेंट रहता है. अग्रीड, एवरी गैस विल हैव अ डिफरेंट केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी, बट देयर फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज आर ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर. ठीक है, उनका फिजिकल जो स्टेट है is almost similar. Now these are the properties of our gases. ठीक है, they do not have any definite shape and volume. ठीक है, they will take the shape of the volume of the container they are put in. They are highly compressible. Now look at this. ये पिस्टन जब नीचे जा रहा है तो जितना भी गैस था ऊपर वो सब नीचे आ गया. अगर इस पिस्टन को मैं और नीचे लूंगा तो ये इसको मैं और कंप्रेस कर पाऊंगा, कंप्रेस कर पाऊंगा. ठीक है, next property is gases exert equal pressure in all directions. We need to understand what is the pressure of the gas. Now you see this, ये जो आपको दिख रहा है, this is the container in which the gas is contained. In this container ना gas molecules are colliding with each other. एक दूसरे के साथ टकरा रहे हैं. Also these gas molecules are colliding with the walls of the container. This is the wall of the container. This is the wall of the container. Now, when the gas molecules will collide with each other and they will collide with the walls of the container, that time the pressure which is going to be exerted is called as the gas pressure. Now, these molecules are so nice that they exert equal pressure in all direction. ऐसा कोई पार्शियलिटी रहता है कि मैं यही डायरेक्शन में ये इतना प्रेशर देगा, वो सब डायरेक्शन में फ्रीली घूम रहे हैं, तो वो सब डायरेक्शन में इक्वल प्रेशर अप्लाई कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, दैट वे. नाउ नेक्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी लेट अस सी. ठीक है, दे इंटरमिक्स इक्वली एंड कंप्लीटली इन ऑल प्रोपोर्शंस विदाउट एनी मैकेनिकल एड. अभी if I put sugar in water, I need a stirrer, or if I keep it still, it will take a very long time to mix. So if I put sugar in water, एक स्पून लेके मैं उसको स्टर करेगा तो वो मिक्स हो जाएगा, ठीक है. फिर many other things in oil. When I put my food, I need a stirrer to mix the oil properly with the food, and different examples, right? Liquids को अगर mix करना होता है तो मुझे एक बॉटल में एक लिक्विड है, दूसरे बॉटल में दूसरा लिक्विड है, उन दोनों को फिजिकली मुझे मूव करना पड़ता है. बट गैसेस का ऐसा नहीं है. एक कंटेनर में गैस है, दूसरे कंटेनर में गैस है, उन दोनों का अगर मैं ओपनिंग खोल दूं तो वो अपने आप इक्वली मिक्स हो जाएगा और पूरा एरिया ऑक्यूपाई कर लेगा, ठीक है. There is no requirement of any external mechanical aid in mixing the gases in equal proportions. The gases in two different containers will mix equally and they will completely without any additional help. That is there. And the gases have lower density than solids and liquids. Obviously, what is density? Density is mass per unit volume. If I consider this unit volume for a solid, ये solid में जो ये unit volume है ना बेटा, इधर देखो कितना सारा mass particles या atoms है. अगर मैं ये unit volume को लिखूं ये, इसके अंदर particles बहुत कम आएंगे as compared to solid. In gas, if I consider this क्या बोलते हैं unit volume, तो उसको hardly एक या दो ये आएंगे क्या बोलते हैं atoms या molecules या ions, whatever it is, ठीक है. So mass per unit volume is very less. That's why their density is the least. I hope you all know what is density, right? So as our first note of the chapter, what we'll do is we will write down the properties of gases. I want everybody to write down. Now it depends on you whether you are taking a screenshot or you are writing down the points. I leave it up to you. Okay. And once done, please let me know that you are writing. Or if you don't want to write, I can move ahead. But I would like if you would write it. So I'm guessing that everyone is writing. Very good. Anurag says he's writing. Aryan also says he's writing. Manali also says she's writing. So everybody write. Once done, guys, let me know. Okay. So now what helps us in why do we need to write? Because अब वो लिखेगा ना तो practice strong होता है. As simple as that. Oh my God, Asmita has done very good. There were some students who were writing when the screen was on, which is good, which saved time. Great.
Sir,
Yes, beta.
if the gases are compressed completely, then it turns to solid.
No, beta. See, gases are highly compressible. Gases are highly compressible. That doesn't mean that you can bring all the particles together. When you are compressing a gas, now some particles they escape from the side. Okay, so you cannot convert them into क्या बोलते हैं solids. Yes, under proper conditions, अगर हम लोग उसको pressurize करेंगे within contained environment, then it is possible. But normal compression में you cannot convert a gas to directly solid. वरना it will be so easy ना, gas को solid convert करने के लिए हम लोग pressure लगा देंगे और gas solid में हो जाएगा. Okay, बेटा? Okay. Yes. No. Maybe.
Yes, yes.
Okay, beta. Okay. Chalo, great. I guess everybody has written. So let us. ठीक है. Now this is very important, ना बेटा. ये जो आपको सामने दिख रहा है, this is very important. So we have seen the general properties of our gases or of our gas molecules. ठीक है. हमने हमारे gas molecules का general property देख लिया. Now, what are the measurable properties of gases? Properties or quantities which you can measure about a gas. You can measure the volume of the gas at a given point of time in the container which it is. Okay. You can measure the temperature of the gas. Temperature should be in Kelvin. Okay. Then you can measure the pressure of the gas and you can find the number of moles present in a given sample of gas. Beta, this P, V, T, and N, this is going to form a very important base for us to study the different gas laws and the universal gas equation. And this is going to help us in solving many numericals related to this chapter. Okay, so you need to understand that these are the measurable properties of your gases. So everybody just make a note, write down the heading as measurable properties of gases. Write down these measurable properties: volume V, your pressure P, temperature T, and the number of moles N. Okay. Now these properties are interdependent on each other. Okay, the study of these properties, how are they interdependent on each other, कि मैं अगर टेम्परेचर को इंक्रीज करूंगा तो वॉल्यूम पे क्या फर्क होगा, मैं अगर प्रेशर को डिक्रीज किया तो टेम्परेचर को क्या होगा, एंड सो ऑन. तो व्हेन आई एम स्टडीइंग टू प्रॉपर्टीज आई हैव टू कीप द थर्ड वन कांस्टेंट. ओके, so whenever I'm studying two properties I have to keep the third one constant. ऐसा करके हम लोग different gas laws क्या होता है वो देखेंगे. ठीक है. So has everybody taken a note of these measurable properties? Cool. Chalo, great. What are these four main gas laws? Boyle's law, Charles' law, Gay-Lussac's law, and Avogadro's law. These laws we are going to study in this chapter. Again, very important क्या बोलते हैं laws. These laws are governing or deciding the properties of the gases. Guys, I am assuming that all of you are understanding whatever I am talking right now in front of you. Okay, guys, even if you have the slightest of doubt, बेटा थोड़ा सा भी कोई doubt होगा ना, please don't hesitate. We do not have any hurry to complete the portion. Okay, we are not even in 11th or 12th right now. Okay, so our focus is to understand concepts. Our focus is to understand the chapter. Okay, so if I'm fast or if you're not understanding anything, you can just ask me directly. Even if your word or spelling you're not understanding, you can ask me. Okay, beta. So these laws we are going to look one by one: Boyle's law, Charles' law, Gay-Lussac's law, and Avogadro's law. Let us see Boyle's law. पहले हम लोग Boyle's law को देखते हैं. What is Boyle's law going to give us? As I said, we are going to study the interdependence of the measurable properties on each other. अपनी जो measurable properties हैं, volume, pressure, temperature, number of moles, इन सब का interdependent क्या है? How are they interrelated to each other? कि इनके बीच में direct proportion है, इनके बीच में inverse proportion है, क्या relation है, वो अपने को देखने का है. Boyle's law, Boyle जो scientist था ना, he found out the relationship between the volume and pressure of the gas at constant temperature. टेम्परेचर को कांस्टेंट रखना पड़ेगा. आज मैं तीनों को वेरी करेगा तो मुझे पता नहीं चलेगा ना किसके चेंज करने की वजह से क्या चेंज हो रहा है. इसलिए मैं कोई दो ही चीज को वेरी करूंगा और तीसरे पॉइंट को कांस्टेंट रखूंगा. सो Boyle's law is relationship between volume and pressure of the gas. Let us see क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा उसके अंदर. अगर मैं प्रेशर बढ़ाऊंगा तो वॉल्यूम बढ़ेगा कि कम होगा, मैं अगर प्रेशर डिक्रीज करूंगा तो वॉल्यूम बढ़ेगा कि कम होगा. चल लेट अस गेस इट बिफोर गोइंग एंड सीइंग इट. ठीक है, लेट अस चेक कि क्या होगा. कोई मुझे बता सकता है, एनीबॉडी? इफ आई इंक्रीज द प्रेशर ऑन द गैस, अगर मैं गैस के ऊपर प्रेशर इंक्रीज करूं तो वॉल्यूम कम होगा कि बढ़ेगा? एनीवन? Anyone can just unmute and speak. Before speaking, just tell me who's talking.
कम होगा.
Who's this, beta?
Sir, increase.
Yeah, I told. Wow, guys, just tell your name at least before saying.
Sahi, sahi.
सही. Okay. So सही बोलती है increase होगा, right बेटा?
Yes.
अच्छा. I'm getting answers.
Decrease.
Sir,
Decrease.
decrease.
Volume will decrease.
Okay, I'm getting mixed answers on the chat also. Some people are saying increase, some people are saying decrease. Now most of them are saying decrease. Okay, बेटा, I'm increasing the pressure on the gas. ठीक है, मैं गैस मॉलिक्यूल्स के ऊपर एक कंटेनर में ना प्रेशर इंक्रीज कर रहा है. ठीक है, if I'm increasing the pressure, it means I'm pushing the molecules below. मैं molecules को एक दूसरे के पास भेज रहा हूँ. When molecules are coming closer to each other, उस टाइम पे वॉल्यूम इंक्रीज हो रहा है कि डिक्रीज हो रहा है? इट इज डिक्रीजिंग. ओके बच्चे, so when I increase the pressure, the volume will decrease. And if I release the pressure, अगर मैं प्रेशर कम करता हूं तो मेरा molecules, atoms, they will expand. And if they expand, it means volume will increase. So let me ask, I'm just taking a random name. I really don't know who are you and who are you not. Okay, so I can read a name as Mayuresh Mudliyar. Mayuresh, are you there, beta?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Mayuresh, when I'm increasing the pressure, volume is decreasing. When I am decreasing the pressure, volume is increasing. What kind
Yes,
of
sir.
relationship this is, Mayuresh?
Inverse proportion.
Excellent. This is a inverse proportion. कैसे? I'm increasing one quantity, the other quantity is decreasing.
Decrease.
When I'm decreasing one quantity, the other quantity is increasing. So very good, Mayuresh. This is correct answer. It is inverse proportion. वैसा ही Charles law. There is Charles law. Charles law में we are going to see the relation between volume and temperature. Gay-Lussac's law, we are going to see the relationship between pressure and temperature. And Avogadro's law, we are going to see the effect on the number of moles of your gas molecules. Okay, this is how we are going to go ahead with. Okay, so Charles' law is representing between volume and temperature. Gay-Lussac's law is expressing between your pressure and temperature. And Avogadro's law, it expresses the relation between the volume and the number of moles. Number of moles या number of molecules, जैसा मैं उसको बोलूँ. ठीक है. So let us see these laws in detail. I hope everybody is written down the measurable properties. Okay. So let us go ahead with the laws. Yeah.
Sir,
Yes, बेटा सही बोलो.
can I get to know the constant?
Beta, I'm sorry, your voice is breaking, बच्चे. Can you be a bit clear? I couldn't hear you clearly. Type if you want.
बाकी के 3 laws को constant.
बेटा, your voice is breaking. I'm so sorry. बाकी के 3 laws मैंने ऐसा सुना, but आगे क्या था वो पूरा gibberish हो गया.
Constant.
हाँ, constant. Charles' law में if I'm finding the relation between volume and temperature, pressure is going to remain constant. Gay-Lussac's law में if I'm finding the relation between pressure and temperature, volume is going to remain constant. That way. Okay. So let us see. जब हम लोग derive करेंगे ना बेटा, then you will understand it much better. So let us go ahead and see the derivation. Let us see the relation between volume and pressure. Boyle's law क्या होता है पहले वो देखते हैं हम लोग. ठीक है? Look at this handsome person over here. His name is Robert Boyle. Oh my God. So he looks like the modern day TikTok maker, right? So this Robert Boyle, a very famous and a very intelligent person on earth, he was the person who found out the relationship between your pressure and volume. And this is our first gas law. बेटा एक बात याद रखना, ये जो गैस लॉज हैं इनके जो फॉर्मूले हम लोग डिराइव करेंगे जो अपने पास आएगा ना, all these are extremely important when we'll be solving entrance exams questions for JEE, NEET, IIT and all, right? तो ये entrance के लिए ना बहुत important, CET वगैरह के लिए बहुत important ये सब gas laws रहेगा. Many of your questions will be based on these simple gas laws. Many of your applications are going to be based on these gas laws. Okay. So Mr. Robert Boyle had conducted many experiments he was doing, this cylinder you see is full of gas. He's increasing the pressure. The piston is moving downwards. Better, this thing is called as the piston. So when he is increasing at constant temperature, he was increasing the pressure. Volume कम हो गया. पहले ज़्यादा था. Increase करने के बाद कम हो गया. Okay. So as we discussed, P is inversely proportional to V at constant temperature and constant number of moles for the gas. Now, remove the proportionality sign. What do? We introduce a constant K. ठीक है? ये proportionality sign निकालने के लिए हम लोग एक constant K करके ऐसा लेके आएंगे. So now K is value is going to depend on T and N. That is different. Now let us rearrange the equation. What do we get? PV is equals to constant. PV will be equal to K, which means PV is constant. So at constant temperature, product of pressure and volume. What do we see? At constant temperature. At constant temperature, product pressure and volume of a gas is constant. ठीक है? ये जो दिख रहा है आपको सामने. So now, did you write that down, बेटा? ये लिखा हमने. इसको लिखा सबने. Please write down Boyle's law, बेटा. Very good. होशियार बच्चा. चलो. Yeah. So now see over here. Now there is this gas A. Okay. And the initial volume is V1 and the pressure is P1. Okay. I have a gas A, some gas A, जिसका initial volume is V1 and pressure is P1. Okay. Now when I at constant temperature, I'm measuring different value of pressure and volume. What is the different value? It is P2 and V2. P2 is less than P1. P1 is higher pressure, P2 is lesser pressure. So V2 will be more than V1. ऐसा, ठीक है? Now at constant temperature, as per our Boyle's law, P1 V1 to P2 V2 constant. ठीक है? So ये P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2. This we have to use in many of our numericals. P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2. Okay. Now consider this gas B. I have pressure P1 and volume V1. Okay. Now let me increase the pressure now. Temperature is constant. Now what is going to be the pressure? Volume will decrease. I will have V2 P2. Here also it's going to be P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Now see over here, beta. Now if I take a graph of different values of P and V, अभी देखो बेटा आपके सामने ग्राफ है at constant temperature. टेम्परेचर अलग अलग भी हो सकता है, ठीक है? T1 पे मैंने कुछ वैल्यूज लिए P और V के, फिर मैंने एक टेम्परेचर चेंज किया तो उस पे कुछ और वैल्यूज आएंगे एंड सो ऑन. तो उसका अगर हम लोग ग्राफ देखेंगे ना तो हम लोग को ये ऐसा कर्व्ड ग्राफ मिलता है, elliptical curve मिलता है, which is proving that it is a inverse relation. It is a inverse relation. Okay. So if I increase the temperature at a different temperature, if I found different values of P and V, we will get a different curve, but it will be in similar direction. So each pressure and volume curve, ये blue और red curve जो मेरे को दिख रहा है, they are corresponding to specific temperatures. T1 पे अगर मैं P और V का values निकालेगा and plot करेगा graph पे, I get this blue curve, and if T2 पे I do it, I get this red curve. Okay, so it is very much visible. If the pressure is decreasing, the volume is increasing. The pressure is increasing, the volume is increasing. High pressure, low volume. Low pressure, high volume. समझिएगा? Guys, did you understand this graph? Boyle's law का graph समझा सबको? Did you see the cursor moving on the screen? I showed you high pressure, low volume, low pressure, high volume. Very good. Good. अच्छी बात है. Now these curves are called as isotherms. These curves, ये Boyle's law जो मैं ग्राफ पे प्लॉट करेगा ना, कर्व है ये ब्लू वाला और ये रेड वाला बोलते हैं ग्राफ के ऊपर. I will press isotherm. Anybody, any idea? Randomly, I'm just asking a random question. इसका आंसर आपको आया नहीं है, that's a different thing. Do we know why are we calling it as an isotherm? Anyone? Why are we calling this graph as isotherm graph? इसको अपन isotherm क्यों बोल रहे हैं? Your answer may be wrong, which is absolutely acceptable. Fine. We are not here to have any competition. We are here to learn. Lines showing equal values. Okay. Okay. Good guess, Christine. Because you must have guessed it because iso means same. Line shows equal value. Shubham says line shows equal value. Equal value कहाँ दिखा रहा है बेटा? Showing proportion. Piyush is saying it is showing proportion. Okay. Okay. Any other ideas about it? Anybody? Just relax. Regarding temperature, very good, Rohit. You are very close to it. Rohit Yevle. Constant temperature. Yes, Akshay and Rohit, you got the answer. Correct. They are called as isotherms because we are plotting this graph at constant temperature. Temperature constant hai, and we are plotting this graph of pressure against volume. Isotherm. Therm is something related to temperature. Okay. So isotherm, temperature. Very good. ग्राफ भी ड्रॉ कर लेना ताकि आपको ग्राफ्स याद रहें. ये ग्राफ्स वगैरह अपने को सीईटी वगैरह में एंट्रेंस क्वेश्चंस वगैरह में पूछ लेते हैं कभी कभी. चलो गुड. Boyle's law मतलब people have understood what is our Boyle's law. Now a little change. We are going to get a graph. We are going to plot a graph of pressure against 1 by V. Okay. Pressure. We are going to plot the graph. Y-axis पे pressure लेंगे और x-axis पे 1 upon V लेंगे. 1 upon V. ठीक है. इसका मुझे straight line graph मिल रहा है. Has anybody got the randomest of idea? पहले वाले में I was getting a elliptical curve और इसमें I'm getting a straight line graph. What does this graph represent? What does it show? पहला वाला ग्राफ मैंने देखा pressure against volume. I was getting a curved line. But ये ग्राफ में I'm getting a straight line which is passing through origin. What does this show? Pressure against 1 upon volume, inverse of volume. You have the answer actually in front of you. I just want to see how many of you all can see it. Beta, you need to be visually attentive also. Values are directly proportional. Excellent, Pratik. Very good. Aryan, Pratik, excellent. Very good, beta. Both of you are absolutely correct. If you look at your Boyle's law, na beta, your pressure is inversely proportional to volume, but pressure is directly proportional to 1 upon V. Direct proportion का graph जो होता है, it is always a straight line passing through the origin. So pressure and 1 upon V are directly proportional, but pressure and volume are inversely proportional. इसलिए पहला वाला ग्राफ मेरे को elliptical curve मिला था और ये वाला ग्राफ a straight line passing through the center. Excellent, very good guys. समझ गए आप लोग क्या था इस ग्राफ में डिफरेंस. Great. So this is the Boyle's law for you. Now let us see our Charles law. Charles law देखते हैं. The relationship between volume and temperature. Volume and temperature at constant pressure. Now look at these pics again. They look like I don't know. They look like zombies. So Jacques Charles and Gay Lussac, very respected scientists. Okay, God bless them for giving us these beautiful laws which have changed the science field altogether, chemistry, and the different fields which have led to so many discoveries and so many inventions. Right. So Jacques Charles and Gay Lussac, both of them were working in this field. So they studied the volume between they studied the relation between volume and temperature independently, but Charles भाई ने बाजी मारी, वो पहला अपना relationship सामने लेके आया. Okay, so volume of a gas increases with increase in temperature and decreases on cooling. ठीक है, अगर मैं एक गैस का टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज करेगा तो मैंने इफ यू रिमेंबर स्टार्टिंग में आपको बताया था कि गैस मॉलिक्यूल्स दे इफ टेम्परेचर इज इंक्रीज दे विल वाइब्रेट मोर, उनका थर्मल एनर्जी बढ़ेगा मतलब द स्पेस बिटवीन देम इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज. इफ स्पेस बिटवीन देम इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज मतलब वॉल्यूम इज इंक्रीजिंग. सिंपल एज दैट, राइट? सो दिस इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग ओवर हियर. ऐसा हो रहा यहाँ पे. So if I increase the temperature, the volume is going to increase. If I decrease the temperature, the molecules, they are going to shrink. They are going to come closer to each other, and the volume is going to decrease. So what kind of relationship is there between volume and temperature, guys? What do you think is the relationship between volume and temperature? Anybody? Direct proportion. Rohit says direct proportion. Very good. Rohit, Akshay, Mayuresh, Sharon, Saji, Acha, Kinjal, Manali, Tejas. Very good. Everybody is correct, right? So this is direct proportion. Direct proportion बोले तो एक quantity increase किया तो दूसरा भी increase हो रहा, दूसरे को एक को decrease किया तो दूसरा भी decrease हो रहा. This is your direct proportion. Okay. I'm sorry, I press this N button and it will start. No worries. We will reach to our goal in no time. Here it is. So the direct relation. This is direct relation that the volume is directly proportional to temperature. But इसका एक derivation है. इसका derivation का statement थोड़ा अलग है. So let us listen to the statement which we have. And the statement is the volume of a gas will increase by 1 upon 273.15 times its original volume for every 1 degree Celsius increase in temperature. वो बहुत इंग्लिश बोल दिया मैंने. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ बेटा? If I increase the temperature of a gas by 1 degree Celsius, how much increase is going to be there in the volume of the gas? The original volume will increase by 1 upon 273 times the original volume. मतलब original volume तो रहेगा ही, उसके अंदर उसका 1 upon 273 times जो पोर्शन है वो भी ऐड हो जाएगा, मतलब उतना और इंक्रीज होगा. इस स्टेटमेंट का मतलब ये है. Everybody understood the statement which I said? For every 1 degree Celsius rise in temperature of a gas, the volume of the gas increases by 1 upon 273 times its original volume. This is the statement for Charles' law. The simplified statement is it's directly proportional. But the scientific statement है ये जो मैंने अभी बोला. स्वयं समझ गया, सई समझ गई, किंजल समझ गई, आर्यन समझ गया, मनाली, आस्था, मयूरेश, शारन, शुभम, मिताली, रिद्धि, अस्मिता, निधि, अजीत, तेजस, अनिरुद्ध, रोहित. वेरी गुड. ठीक है, चलो, let me not take all your names. You all are 50 people. If each and do, it's going to be crazy. So if you've understood, let us see ahead. आगे क्या हो रहा है. ठीक है. It's easy. It's very easy to understand. But I hope everybody knows that 1 degree Celsius को अगर मुझे Kelvin में convert करना होता है तो I will have to add 273. Okay, let us see this mathematical expression of your Charles' law. At 0 degree Celsius, let the volume be V0. I am assuming the volume to be V0 at 0 degrees Celsius. Okay. I'm assuming it to be 0 degrees Celsius, the volume V0 at 0 degrees Celsius. ये मेरा assumption है. Now let V be the volume at T degree Celsius. Diagram भी देखते जाना, ठीक है बेटा. जैसे मैंने टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज किया from 0 degree Celsius to T degree Celsius हुआ, my volume went from V0 to V. You call it as V or you call it as VT, one and the same thing. ठीक है. At 0 degree Celsius the volume is V0. At T degree Celsius volume is simply V. ठीक है. Then according to Charles' law, volume T, temperature T is equal to V0 plus V0 divided by 273 to small, simple as that. ठीक है. This is your Charles' law कि the increased volume, कितना volume increase हुआ? Original volume तो था ही, उस original volume में क्या add हुआ? V0 upon 273 into small t. Small t is the degree Celsius increase in temperature. 1 degree होगा तो 1 आएगा, 2 होगा तो 2 आएगा, 3 होगा तो 3 आएगा. As simple as that. कितने डिग्री सेल्सियस से हम उसको इंक्रीज कर रहे हैं, that is the point over there. अभी दोनों में V0 है बेटा. V0 को I can take it out as common. Simple mathematics I'm applying over here. Simple maths. These are very simple derivations which we are doing in the beginning. तो V0 देख बेटा, यहाँ पे V0 है, यहाँ पे भी V0 है, प्लस साइन है. These are two different terms. I can take V0 common outside. If I take V0 from here, क्या बचेगा बेटा? 1 बचेगा. If I take V0 from here, क्या बचेगा? T upon 273. T upon 273. ये समझ रहे हो सबको? Everybody is understanding बेटा? So far so good. Are you able to understand ये क्या हुआ है यहाँ पे? I'm going very slowly. Even if a single person is not understanding, please unmute yourself and ask me that what is going on. Please explain. Okay, cool. तो ये हुआ, मैंने कॉमन लिया V0 बाहर. अच्छा, अभी अब इसको मैं फर्दर सिंप्लीफाई करूंगा तो क्या होगा बेटा? ब्रैकेट को अगर मैं फर्दर सिंप्लीफाई करूं तो 273 एलसीएम हो जाएगा. ऊपर आएगा 273 प्लस t होल अपॉन 273. सिंपल एलसीएम लिया. लिख लो सब लोग. एवरीबॉडी राइट दिस थिंग डाउन सो दैट वी कैन मूव अहेड विद द डेरिवेशन. इतना लिख लो. Has everybody written this down? Okay, okay, very good. Let us go ahead then. If everybody has written, let us pay attention over here, beta. Look at this. This curve, 73 plus 73 plus small t. This small t is temperature in degrees Celsius. This small t is temperature in degrees Celsius. Temperature in degrees Celsius plus 273 gives me what, beta? It gives me temperature in Kelvin, which is capital T. First, everybody tell me, do you know what is degree Celsius and what is Kelvin? Yes, no, maybe. मनाली को पता है. Everybody knows. अगर किसी को नहीं पता है तो अनम्यूट करके नो कर दो. मतलब अनम्यूट करके नो बोल दो, कर दो नहीं, बोलो. So I'm assuming everybody knows about your conversion from degree Celsius to Kelvin. They are nothing but units of temperatures. ठीक है बेटा? They are units of temperature. Now small t is temperature in degree Celsius. If you add 273 to it, I will get temperature in Kelvin, which is capital T. ठीक है? Let me take this as equation 1. Now T plus 273 is what? Absolute temperature, which is capital T. So उसको मैं यहाँ पे replace करेगा. V is equal to V0 into T upon 273. ऐसा. For a given mass of gas, V0 upon 273 is constant. V0 is your initial volume. इनिशियल वॉल्यूम किसी भी गिवन मास ऑफ गैस के लिए मैं स्टार्ट करूंगा, दैट इज ऑलवेज गोइंग टू बी कांस्टेंट. इनिशियल वॉल्यूम कभी चेंज नहीं होगा. मैं उसको जब टेंपरेचर इंक्रीज करूंगा तब वो चेंज होता जाएगा, बट इनिशियली जो उसका वैल्यू था दैट इज तो गोइंग टू रिमेन कांस्टेंट. एंड 273 इज अ कांस्टेंट नंबर, सो द एंटायर वैल्यू ऑफ V0 अपॉन 273 इज कांस्टेंट. दैट मींस this V0 upon this K, let us take it as K. So V is going to be equal to KT, and always remember T is in Kelvin scale, which means V is directly proportional to temperature, and this is the mathematical expression for your Charles law. Mathematical expression for your Charles law. किसी को डाउट है बेटा? किसी का माइक खुला? थोड़ी देर और बेटा बस. ठीक है? हाँ, यस बेटा.
How is V0 upon 273 constant?
बेटा 273 is a constant number. You will agree to this, right?
Yes.
Yes. V0. What was V0, बच्चे? V0 is your initial volume. At the starting of the experiment, I had taken volume as say 5 ml. उसके बाद मैं एक्सपेरिमेंट करता गया वॉल्यूम चेंज होता गया. व्हाट वाज द इनिशियल वॉल्यूम व्हिच आई हैड टेकन बेटा? अभी तो बोला मैंने 5 ml.
हाँ सॉरी
5 ml लिया था. ये जो नंबर है 5 ml, इनिशियल वॉल्यूम का जो नंबर है 5 ml, दैट इज गोइंग टू रिमेन कांस्टेंट, राइट? दैट इज व्हाई V0 upon 273, दिस एंटायर थिंग इज गोइंग टू रिमेन कांस्टेंट. समझा बेटा?
हाँ.
So this V is equals to KT is the mathematical expression for your Charles law. Volume of a fixed mass of gas is directly proportional to its absolute temperature if the pressure is constant. Okay. So today we have seen Boyle's law and Charles law. Okay. In the coming lectures, we'll also see about Gay-Lussac's law, we'll see Avogadro's law and many other applications based on it. Okay, so जितना हमने आज किया सबको समझ में आया बेटा? Everybody has understood? Ria, I'm so sorry, I just saw the message. Ria, बेटा अभी समझा तुमको last 3 steps? रिया उपाध्याय,
यस सर।
समझा बेटा अभी तीनों?
नहीं लास्ट 3 स्टेप्स नहीं समझा।
नहीं समझा है लास्ट 3 स्टेप्स। D is equals to V0 T upon 273 नहीं समझा बेटा आपको? बेटा अपना माइक ऑन रखना। हाँ?
यस सर।
अच्छा देखो बेटा, स्मॉल t plus 273, small t plus 273 is your absolute temperature। मतलब स्मॉल t जो था ना
Yes.
बेटा, that was in डिग्री सेल्सियस।
Yes.
डिग्री सेल्सियस के अंदर अगर मैं 273 ऐड करूं तो मुझे क्या मिलता है बेटा? मुझे टेम्परेचर इन केल्विन मिलता है। टेम्परेचर को आई कॉल इट एज एब्सोल्यूट टेम्परेचर। तो ये T plus 273 T से रिप्लेस किया इक्वेशन में। इतना समझ बच्चे? रिया, रिया
यस सर।
ये समझा बेटा मैंने अभी बोला?
हाँ।
अच्छा, V0 273 is constant।
यस
273 जो नंबर है तो ये कांस्टेंट होगा ही। V0 जो है
यस
इनिशियल वॉल्यूम, एक्सपेरिमेंट के स्टार्टिंग में मैंने जो वॉल्यूम लिया था वो नंबर तो कांस्टेंट रहेगा।
यस
थिंग इज कांस्टेंट।